Boom Chanka! Hey everyone, it's the Flying Pig here. Oh, sorry about that, that's really annoying. I'm Flying Pig United. Hope you're having a good one. Happy Saturday to you. Thanks for tuning in to the channel for what this is a little preview. That didn't make sense. A little preview of the Crystal Palace game tomorrow against the Eagles. Final game of the Premier League campaign. And of course, just a little chat about how United's season has gone. And also the Europa League final coming up on Wednesday night. So, you know, big couple of games for us. The next one, not so much, because who really gives a shit about what happens in this game against Palace? It means nothing. United are not going to get top four. You know, we're playing for what effectively is 5th into the 6th. Who gives a shit, man? You know, it's not important for United now. If we go out there and lose 5-0, it doesn't really matter. Which I think is actually quite likely, because from what I've been reading, Jose is going to be selecting a lot of kids out there. Allowing the youth players to have some opportunity to play in a Premier League fixture here. That's a good thing. But the reason for that is the Premier League, allocating this fixture to us 3 days before a major European final. Nice one, Premier League, you bunch of twats. You know, to talk about fixture congestion, yeah, that is not what we need right now. You know, of course, a couple of the players that will be featuring in the Europa League final are going to feature in the game tomorrow because that's just the way it is. Let's talk about Pereira making his debut in goal. So Jose's really going to be going for it, I think, in terms of the youth because he's got no option but to rest players for the Europa League final. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why not play this fixture after that freaking game or another time? Why does it have to be just a couple of days before the Europa League final? That really pisses me off. But anyway, you know, the game tomorrow doesn't really mean anything. We could win it. I think we're going to draw because we are Dorchester United. I do think, you know, we're likely to draw the game. But we know what we're getting with the Sam Allardyce side. He's gone in there and he's turned things around. He's made them very solid. They're going to defend solidly. They're going to be good defending set pieces and also attacking set pieces. They'll try and nick a goal that way. They'll try and hit us on the counter-attack with their pacey players. Zaha's one to watch out for, of course, their player of the season. Had a good season and bags of pace. So you've got to watch out for Crystal Palace. United's youth side are going to go out there and they're just going to play football. Hopefully we can get something from the game. But if we don't, it doesn't really matter. It means nothing. It's a nothing fixture to us. We've not got top 4 to play for. We're basically playing for 5th place. It makes no difference to us. It's all about Manchester United winning the Europa League final on Wednesday night, securing our qualification for the Champions League next year, and then it is a happy days of a season. But if we don't win that game, then it is an absolute shitter of a season. And basically, let's just flush it down the toilet because it's one of the worst in living memory if we do not win, you know, the Europa League. But in terms of the actual Premier League campaign for Manchester United this season, not good enough, has it? It's not been good enough. Too many draws against teams we should be beating, not taking enough of our chances in games where we've created loads of chances and should be easily winning. We just haven't converted enough of those opportunities. If not for Zlatan Ibrahimovic and his number of goals coming on a free transfer, we could have been even further down the league. But it doesn't really matter as long as we win the Europa. I keep reiterating that, but it's so true. It all hinges on that one game. Make or break for Manchester United. Hopefully, it will make our season. Because if we win that, then we've had a good season. You know, finishing 5th, 6th. Who cares where you finish in the league as long as you've got Champions League next year? It'd be nice to be challenging for the Premier League trophy. That wasn't going to happen with Jose's first season in charge. It's a transition. He's got to build his own team. He's got to get rid of a few, bring a few in. He needs more than a couple of windows to do that. You'll see what he can do with Manchester United next season, which I think is to get us challenging for everything. But you never know. Football's a funny old game. But if we can win the Europa, then it just makes everything okay because we've got the League Cup in the bag. We've got the Community Shield in the bag. And then to complete the Mickey Mouse treble of justice, we would have the Europa League in the bag. And finishing 6th in the Premier League wouldn't really hurt so much then, would it? Because as long as we've achieved our main goal, which is win a cup and also qualify for the Champions League, then Jose has done enough to satisfy everybody involved at the club. He just has, if he can do that, you know. There's been moments this season where he's not been perfect, of course. He's only human. He's made some wrong decisions with substitutions and stuff. But there's other times where he showed a lot of tactical genius and you know, got us playing good football at times. I know some games have been David Moyes-esque, but there was a good spell of football for Manchester United earlier on in the season where we were turning it on, we were having way more chances. I think his team had the same shots on goal at Old Trafford as in half the time as Louis van Gaal's team. So that sort of tells you about what's going on there. Most of them were from Zlatan Ibrahimovic and 99% of them were over the bar, but still, he still banged in a shitload of goals. So fair play to you, Zlatan. You know, as I was saying, as a Premier League campaign, let's just flush this one down the toilet, lads. It has been a shitter of a Premier League campaign, but League Cup, Europa League glory, that makes everything right. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the game tomorrow against Crystal Palace. Do get your thoughts and predictions in below. I'd like to see your team selections as well. I'm not even going to predict a team because I just think it's going to be kids with a couple of senior players in there. So if you want to have some fun and predict your teams and get them in the comment section below, I'll check them out. I'd be interested to see what you would do in this sort of situation. So please do get your thoughts in below. Right now, I'm going to just have a little chat about a new sponsor for the channel, Fantasfeeder. So enjoy this next segment and get involved. I'll put the links in the description and everything you need to do I'll explain in the following segment in this video. But for now, this is The Pig. Make sure you do chuck a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And, you know, thanks for tuning in. Oh, also, just one thing, actually. I went to Bellator 179 last night at Wembley Arena in London. It was absolutely epic night, actually. Bellator put on a really good show. I don't know if this is your sort of thing, if you're into it. But if you are, then, you know, it was a good event. Rory McDonald's beaten Paul Daly, the hometown hero. Well, he's from Nottingham. But the home country hero, not really a hero, home country bloke in his own backyard last night. So the Red Knight marches on. And, you know, fair play to Rory McDonald. That was an upset of the night in terms of, you know, the local boy. But the rest of the card, I mean, there were some epic fights on there, brilliant performances. So if you've not seen it and you're into that sort of thing, make sure you do check the replay out. I think you can get it on 5 on demand or whatever. You might even see my beautiful bonds in the background. Anyway, yeah, let's get on to the next bit. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, comment. This is The Pig. Take it easy. Come on, United. I'll be seeing you tomorrow for the Crystal Palace game, even though it means absolutely nothing. And also, looking forward to that Europa League final. We've just got to freaking win this game! So, Bacon Brigade, I want to talk to you about this new sponsor, an awesome new fantasy football app called Fantasfeeder. I want you guys to download it and play along with me. Because it's free to play. They give you £5 for just signing up to play with you. You don't have to deposit any money here. There's no catch here. There's no catch here on Flying Pig United or on Fantasfeeder. There's some good cash prizes out there. If you know what you're doing with fantasy football, then this is the game for you, because it's, you know, individual days. If you think you can predict what's going to happen on any given day, a certain fixture, certain players playing in that fixture, then you could be in with winning a serious amount of money. So click the link in the description, go sign up, download it from the Android store, the App Store, the Play Store, whatever it's called. And also, I think you can play online, so make sure you do get involved. Check out the new app. It's free to play, lads and lasses. It's free to play. They give you a £5 to play with, and they have free roll competitions, so you could just get involved. I've been enjoying it. I'm expecting I'm going to batter all of you tomorrow and take all of your free £5 that they've given you. So come and play along with me. I'll put the link in the description, so please do click that and get involved with this new exciting fantasy football app called Fantasfeeder. Do you want another incentive to go and download this app? I'll give you one. They're giving away a Manchester United shirt to whoever goes along and downloads the app and enters into a competition. So if you go there, you get free £5. Not only that, you get entered into a draw. Why is it so difficult to say that right now? Entered into a draw to win a Manchester United shirt, which will be announced after the Europa League final. So go over, download the app, give it a play. Nothing to lose whatsoever. You don't have to put any card details in. There's no deposit or anything. They give you £5 to play with, and they also have free rolls. So make sure you do go and check it out. It's an awesome new app. I'm going to go ahead and show you my selections for a couple of entries that I've made in tomorrow's Premier League final day of the season. So it should be an interesting one. They'll also be doing it for the Europa League, all sorts of other leagues. It's a great one-day fantasy football app. So you can test your skills against me, test your skills against others, see how you fare. Anyway, let's delve into the app here. I'll show you how it works and show you what teams I've chosen for the couple of entries that I've made. But again, you can click the link down there in the description. I'm looking at my penis right now. But down there, you can go and click the link in the description, go and sign up, download it, sign up, play for free, see if you like it. If you do, you may be able to win some good money. So thank you for listening to this sponsored message. But please make sure you go down there and download the app. Yeah, go do it now! So I'm going to show you how this app works now, guys. So sign up to it, enter these competitions here. You get given, as you can see at the top there, it says, for me, balance £5. I didn't load £5 on there. They've just given me that. So I've got £5 to play with here against other people. I can win some real cash. So today I'm looking at the Premier League on Sunday competition, which runs tomorrow. There's obviously a few different competitions running. As you can see, this one's full here. So a lot of interest in Fantasfida at the moment. 100 players out of 100 there, so there's no space in this one. It's a prize pool of £255 there with a £3 entry. So if you win on that day against 99 other people, actually, then you will win yourselves 255 quid. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a look at a few here and enter a couple, because, you know, you might as well. As you can see, there's a bunch of free rolls which you can enter. You may as well play them. I mean, this Chris Sutton free roll gives you 100 quid if you win that, and it's free to enter. So, you know, that one wouldn't even take a chunk out of your balance there. So I'm going to play the Chris Sutton free roll, and I'm just going to choose pretty much a team on a whim. I'm not going to go for David De Gea there. I'm not going to go for any Manchester United players because it's just too volatile at the moment. Tomorrow we've got Palace, and we've got the Europa League final on Wednesday. I personally don't think that you know, we're going to see too many of these high cost players playing in the game tomorrow, so I'm not going to bother with them. So Hugo Lloris, you can see I've chosen him in goal there. Away to Hull, you know, I expect Tottenham to keep a clean sheet there, even though they're against Hull. So I think he's a good pick. He's, of course, one of the most expensive picks in the side there. I've chosen David Luiz as well, because Chelsea, again, a very good defensive side. He's one of the most expensive defenders you can play. And I've just gone for him. I'm going to choose David Luiz for this particular defence spot. So as you can see, I've also chosen Nathaniel Klein and Christian Eriksen. Nathaniel Klein, he's playing against Middlesbrough tomorrow. I expect him to play. You know, I don't want to choose any Liverpool players, but I can't choose United players. I think he's going to put in a good performance and maybe get me some points with an assist or a clean sheet or something like that. So I'm going to choose him for the squad. And Christian Eriksen, likewise, I think he's the sort of player in the game tomorrow against Hull that can cause some damage, pull the strings in the centre of the park, get a couple of assists, maybe even get himself a goal. So I'm choosing him because I want to win some money, and I think Christian Eriksen is the man to do that for me. It's not as easy choosing the rest of the side, of course, because I put all my eggs in the expensive players. Oh, that sounded messed up, didn't it? You know what I mean. The metaphorical basket. So I've chosen some high-cost players already, so somewhere down the line I'm going to have to make a saving by choosing a piss poor player, but I'm basically going to do that. I'm just going to hope that 6 of my 7 players perform really well, and the 7th player I'm not really too bothered whether he even plays, because I'm just going for the players who I think are going to do the damage. Gylfi Sigurdsson of Swansea City, he's had a really good bit of run of form. I think he, like Christian Eriksen, can cause some problems from set pieces, maybe score a free kick, and also just his general play, get an assist, something like that. So I'm hoping for the price that Gylfi Sigurdsson is a good option. Like I said, going to have to choose a player here that is not that great. I'm going for Julian Ngoy. Julian Ngoy. He's played 6 minutes. I'm not going to go for Julian Ngoy. 6 minutes is way too long. This is the thing. I've left myself in a situation now where I've got to just buy a player. Will Keane is on fire. 35 minutes played. Come on, Will Keane. He's the man. Will Keane is the man for me. It's Will Griggs on fire, isn't it? Shit. There you go. That's basically my team. I've chosen Harry Kane. I didn't mention him. He's just on a ridiculous run of form. He scored 4 the other day. So I've gone for a really strong side. 6 players and then 1 absolutely gastastic player. That was my free roll choice. So what I'm going to show you now is a £3 Premier League on Sunday competition here. The price is 75 quid. And it's a £3 entry here. So let's check it out. 120,000 salary there I've got to dabble with. I'm going to be a bit more even in terms of my salary distribution here. I'm not going to go for one player who's not realistically going to play. I'm going to be a bit more sensible here and try and spread the salary out across the remainder of the side. So I'm not going to go for one of the marquee expensive keepers. Kasper Schmeichel, Leicester City, playing Bournemouth at home. I think he's a good shout for maybe keeping a clean sheet tomorrow. Bournemouth are a good free scoring side, though. They've scored a lot of goals for a team in their position, so you never know. But I'm taking a punt on Kasper Schmeichel tomorrow. Next up, no Manchester United players. I don't want any of them in my side. I'm going to sneeze. Something very good in order to get me some points, but I may actually change him out at the end there because I do think there may be better options, but I'm just going to stick him in there for the time being. Sometimes the random picks are the best ones. You know, the ones you overthink sometimes, they end up having an absolutely terrible game. So you know, let's just see what I can do here. But I'm going to choose a forward now. Firmino, not so sure about him. He's got Middlesbrough coming up next tomorrow for Liverpool. That could be a good game for him. He scored a lot of goals recently and played a lot of minutes rather, so he could potentially be in there. But I'm going to choose Gylfi Sigurdsson again because, as I say, he's quite cheap. And Swansea City have been doing well recently, and he's been a pivotal part of that. So I think he could put a good performance tomorrow and maybe get himself a nice viewpoint for me. Who do I want up front? Daniel Sturridge has been doing really well, so I'm going to stick him in there. He scored a goal in the last game. Really good performance from him for Jurgen Klopp's Scousers. So, yeah, I'm going to take Nemanja Matic out. I'm not overly comfortable with Matic. I think I can get somebody else who could, you know, provide more points via an assist or get a free kick or scoring a goal from midfield. Matic is more your defensive holding midfielder, but he looked good earlier when I clicked on him, but I have changed my mind. Let's have a look and see who we can get then. I'm going to stick Dele Alli in. Dele Alli, Tottenham against Hull City. He's going to play final game of the season. He's going to get a couple of assists and score a ridiculous goal. This is Dele Alli we're talking about. So there we have it. That's my team. Pretty decent. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. Please do get commenting with your thoughts. Also, come along and join Fantasy Feeder. Download it from the App Store, the Play Store. I'll put the link in the description. Once again, they give you a free $5 and you get entered. I can't say that word. You get entered into a draw to win a Manchester United shirt. So there you have it. There's no more to it. That's all you've got to do. Come and play. See if you can beat me. You've seen the competition I've entered. There's other tournaments all the time on there which you can play. Some for free and some for money, of course, to go win a big amount of money you can. But, of course, they give you £5 free. So what have you got to lose? Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. Get involved. Chuck a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I'll see you tomorrow for the Crystal Palace review. Take it easy. This is the Pig. And I'll catch you soon.